welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester, and my name is Junior. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Mezco's 112 collective Captain America, classic Captain America. Finally, after years and years of waiting for Mezco, they finally come up with a simple classic design for Captain America. That's everything that's coming with this figure. We'll take a look and see what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and talk over while I'm revealing the package, because let's talk about what's going on with the toys currently and their pricing. So the question is, I feel like companies right now, Hasbro, Mattel, have increased their prices. And if one of the things that I seem to be seeing is that they're increasing their prices, but then they're also seem to be increasing either the quality of the sculpt or the design, or having more accessories, as if to say, we know that we are increasing their prices because of what's going on with the tariffs and everything, and as a compensation here we'll add more stuff to make it seem like you are getting more value for your items. And so the question now is, what would justify the new pricing that these toy companies are putting in their toys, where they will maintain the high price of $30 even if, say, the tariffs go away. So they'll maintain a $30 price and say, okay, so what can we put in the packaging that would make it worth the pricing, right? So if that's the real question there, well, here's Mezco. Mezco is $95. Granted, Mezco has fabric clothing to hide all the joints and everything, so that's, let's put that at maybe $20 of value. So $94 minus 20 will be $74. It's still a lot of money for a 1/12 scale. So what comes with Mezco? You have multiple heads. 1, 2, I thought there was like 4 heads, or I should say, I thought there was, on the packaging there are 4 heads, but you were thinking there's 4 because there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 1 on the figure, but this is this one, so it's actually just 3 heads. Interesting. Anyway, it comes with multiple heads. Does multiple heads equal value? It does add to the value, right? But and I'm not talking about Mezco in general. I'm just talking about what would make a figure worth $30. Because with G.I. Joe Classifieds, when they did multiple heads at $34, their deluxe figures, that's $34, and I was okay with it because it comes with a lot of stuff. So let's put it this, I mean, but then those deluxe figures, those prices are going up too, right? So I don't know, man. It's gonna be, honestly, I can't answer that. I really can't. Even right now, I can't answer it. What I'll say is that I will leave it on a case-by-case basis for me, whether it's worth it or not. And unfortunately, the only thing I can say is that for now, on a case-by-case basis, every pre-order that I'm kind of interested in buying is going to be under scrutiny of whether it's worth it or not. And it's not like before where it's just an instant buy for me. You know, I have to think about it first. So here's the stand that comes with it. Captain America, regular stand, and the baggie. We're going to need a baggie afterwards, so let me take it out. I mean, just take it out of the packaging because I'm probably just gonna throw this packaging anyway. Really nice. The classic Captain America, and it's raised too. Oh, no wonder there's a plastic film on top of it. I was gonna say this, like that's kind of unusual. Still raised though, so that's kind of nice. Very, very nice classic look. And the baggie. So I'm not gonna remove all of these hands. This is just nice the way it is. A pointing hand, I guess saluting hand, some sort of gripping hand, gripping a neck. Probably from throwing the shield. Look at this hand. What? He doesn't have a thumb on this hand. What is up with that? I'll probably take that out just to show you guys. Kind of like maybe like a throwing hand, a shield holding hand. Interesting. Maybe this will explain why that hand is missing a thumb. It does not. Oh, this is a freaking A. It's basically a bad cast. It literally is missing a thumb. It should be the mirror of this one, so you can hold. See, if you look, there's a cut on the thumb part where they glued it, and this one's missing it. So I'll contact Big Bag Toy Store to show that this thing is missing a thumb. Yikes. Okay. Because I mean, like, it's 95 bucks. I kind of... And this is the one that's holding the shield. So this is supposed to be like this. See? In Thumbless America. You almost can't see it, but like, I know it's missing a thumb. Alright, so let's put this back in here. I'll contact Big Bad Toy Store and then we'll see what they want to say. Like, I don't want to send this whole packaging in. At most, I'll tell them, you know what, I'll just send you the package of hands and you send me the package of hands. You know. And then for this stuff, I think what's going on with this one is that the shield itself has its own base, so that when you're pretending that you're throwing it, then this can go onto the shield. This feels like a shield attachment. It goes like so. Very interesting. It's kind of interesting that they went this way. I've never... Oh, so it looks like you cross it like this and then twist it. Okay, interesting. But that's kind of... Push it down. Make sure it's locked. That makes it really, really hard. Like, it's not high enough. This is not raised high enough to be able to just go ahead and then... There, I got it in. That's a pain though. But I guess it's kind of, and you can do it for this one too. And this one sort of works the same way. If you want to connect it to what? Oh, to this one. So this is when you want to put the shield on top of the base. So basically, this probably goes onto the shield. How? This way. Oh, so it's like when it bounced off a wall. That's kind of cool. And this one, if it's just a straight throw. You can only place it one way because it follows the curvature of the shield. Well, that's kind of interesting. And maybe this is some sort of a bomb. Yeah. Here's Captain America look. It's really classic looking. No Mezcifying it, no modifying it or anything. It's just simple, classic cartoon comic book Captain America. It's just what I've been waiting for. That's why even though I was like, I didn't want to buy any more Mezcos because it's $100 per piece, but they're finally getting to these figures that I really wanted them to do in the first place. And Mezco, I've done comparisons and everything. Mezco, in terms of articulation, is freaking awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Forward. That's all in the torso area. No Marvel, no DC, no Hasbro, nothing does that kind of articulation. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. That's the kind of articulation that I'm looking for. I guarantee you, even Maximum Series Spider-Man can't beat that. Let's see. I don't think he has butterfly joints, which is kind of interesting. For something this expensive to not have butterfly joints, I just don't feel it. Oh, but this is really stiff though. This is kind of scary. Wow. This is okay. There you go. So I think it does have a little bit, but I can't tell. Ooh, that is really stiff shoulder. Oh, and the ankle articulation is also okay. It's got a good up, so down, and the ankle rocker, the way it's designed, look at that. You almost can't tell where the cut is. Double jointed on the knees. This is their old style of doing things, where it's just, at least they didn't, at least this time it's actually separate. And the old way that they were doing this, they would actually glue this in, which is kind of really bad. The joints are nice and stiff, almost to the point that it's kind of scared to move. Boot cut does have a swivel. Goes down that much, goes up that much. This is quite amazing, honestly. Oh, just really stiff on that. So Mezco stands at exactly 6.5 inches. This is really stiff. I don't have my Superman. Actually, I do have him. Hold on a second. This is Christopher Reeve Superman. So he's a little bit more narrower in terms of proportion. This is more superheroic or cartoon style or comic book style. Before we go into that, let me replace the head really quickly. Oh, nice and easy to remove. And it is there. It's not like it's loose or anything. It's just really nice. If you want to give him a Steve Rogers look. It's really nice. I mean, of course, it's leather, so I don't know how long this will last. But I just don't know if there's any other better solution than what they've done. Ooh, that is sharp. Look at that. So finally, I will say this. Finally, Mezco has fulfilled the initial excitement that I have when they first introduced this line. Because for the longest time, I was looking for a company that basically crossed IPs and able to give us an equal, an opposite version of Captain America and Superman. Finally, the same style from the same company, we get the rendition of both. And this, when they first announced that they were doing DC and then they did Captain America, I was so excited. But then they did this Mezco fight design, which kind of killed it for me because I wanted, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. And $100 per figure. If Mezco were to do this on every one of their Marvel and DC license, I would probably continue to buy it. There's enough value in here to say it's worth it. And the quality is there. I still have my old Mezcos from the very first ones that they released. I haven't seen any degradations or anything. This is actually handled quite a bit. It's been rough, and as you can see, it's starting to show these runs going on. And my hands aren't smooth or anything, so it does tend to snag. And this has fallen off the shelf so many times. I feel bad about it. But it still looks good. But I finally get a Superman and Captain America from the same style. This is amazing. So I only bought Christopher Reeve and Batman 1989 Keaton because they're iconic figures for me. But this is what I really wanted. And I tell you, I have Thor on pre-order. The Hulk was just announced, and it's this style of that I wanted. It's $150, and I probably will pre-order that. I did not buy their Iron Man because their Iron Man doesn't look any better than this Iron Man, which is just the Marvel Legends. And he scales pretty good. He should be a little bit taller because he's a person in armor, but it still works. I don't think Mezco's Iron Man is any taller than that. So I don't want to spend an extra $80 just so I can get Mezco's design, which I feel is more Mezco-fied. So I'm looking at pictures right now of the Mezco Iron Man. It's probably half of an inch taller, so that's kind of cool. but I just don't think I'm willing to dish out $80 for $80 to $100 for a Mezco Iron Man. It's something that I'm gonna have to wait to see if I see it on discount. But these guys, it still looks too Mezco for me. Not classic enough. But this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do. And this one you can put it on. It's pretty easy, self-explanatory how to put this on. I'm not going to do that because I prefer Captain America to be holding a shield more than anything else. I feel like Captain America is naked without the shield, so I need him to have the shield on his arm. Yeah, that's not in there yet. This is the only thing with Mezco is that the pegs are so small. It's kind of hard to make sure it's in there, but there you go. Wow. This is the ultimate Captain America for me. And Thor's coming soon, so I'm really excited. It's very classic looking. This is the way I wanted it to. So value, $94. Multiple heads, multiple hands, some effects, some stands for the effects, stands for the shield. That basically makes it very dynamic to have this shield on, flying through the air, bouncing around objects, kind of like what we know it to be able to do. And I really like this short instead of the briefs. I'm gonna give it more than 12. I want to give it a 15. It's just perfect for me. If you're looking for a classic Captain America, if you're looking for a fully articulated figure, fabric, multiple heads, I'll give it a 15. Base price $95 plus tax. I really hope this doesn't go much more higher than it already is. But I love it having this scale, having the Mezco scaling to one another. So yeah, I highly recommend it. If you love the classic Captain America, this is it. And how, see, even with Superman, I played with this for so long, but look, it's not stiff, but it still holds. You know, it can hold. It's not loose on the joints or anything. This guy's even stiffer than that. Look at that. That is really stiff on the joints, but the only scary part of the joints, this part, the shoulders, these are really stiff. But yeah, wow, finally. What's up, buddy? Anyway, well, at least I'm ending this night's review session with a bit of an upside with Mezco. Can you believe that? I quit Mezco because of this. This was so bad in terms of articulation and the way they produced it. And I came back after reviewing Superman over here, so I'm glad I was able to do that and came back, because I feel like this is the ultimate 1/12 figure, and the price right now is not so bad, $100. So that's it for my review of Captain America from Mezco 1/12 scale collective. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next review. Bye.